Hello, Riyadh. Very happy to be with you today. So we've had some great discussions till now on consciousness. All those great topics that are very stellar compared to what I'm going to talk about now. I'm going to talk about how you and your companies can benefit from artificial intelligence and automation right now. Okay? I'm going to talk about evidence and practice that I've collected over 2 decades of consulting experience, working with hundreds of clients when I was at McKinsey and then at EY. In those 2 companies, I built a new practice that is called intelligent automation, and I wrote a book on the same topic. Who of you heard about intelligent automation before coming? Yes, so we have roughly 20 hands. Great, wonderful. Intelligent automation, for those of you who don't know, is one of the most, I would say, impactful trends in technology for the coming, in the last decade. It was born just 4 years ago, and according to Gartner, this is one of the top 3 most impactful technology trends for the year. So intelligent automation, to make it very high level, is a new breed of artificial intelligence, combining artificial intelligence and automation to allow companies to grab benefits from digitization right now. I'm not the only one to talk about this today to you. I have with me Anna. Anna is helping me to share with me my ideas, and please welcome Anna.
Hello, Pascal. Thanks for inviting me. Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. You might not believe me, but I am not a real person. I have been built using machine learning. Pascal programmed me to help him share his insights with you, and at the same time demonstrate the cutting-edge capabilities offered by technology today. I am very excited to be with you today.
Thank you, Anna. We are very excited to have you with us today. I did a demo of Anna yesterday in another booth over there. For those of you who've seen it, I think you enjoyed it. And for the other one, maybe next year you'll have the same demo. Anna is leveraging a large language model together with an avatar model that I worked with together with a startup based in the UK called Synthesia. Let me start building the stage with showing to you a few pictures that I think none of us want to see anymore, and that intelligent automation, that we call in short IA, will help to solve forever. I think we don't want to see that anymore, okay? But this picture is just a few months old, so it's a long queue to buy a train ticket, a flight ticket. Of course, the solution to those queue is to digitalize all those processes. But today, even if those processes are digitalized, they are a headache. I mean, raise the hand if you don't have, if you even ever had a headache, entering data in different forms, the same data again and again. If you don't have an issue with your passwords reminding from one platform to another, that's crazy. I mean, we need to digitalize all those processes. We need to automate a maximum of those in order to improve customer experience. Now let's talk about the employee experience. Employee, I mean the workers. This is what you can see still today in companies. So we need to digitalize documents. We need to automate processes. This is the kind of experience that we can still see today in companies. We need to allow remote work. We need to digitalize. This is my messy calendar. Okay, I need a coach. I need a digital coach to help me make my calendar obviously more healthy. Let's talk about in the medical sector. Those doctors, on this slide, you can see that more than 80% of the healthcare organizations in the world have their physicians facing burnout. This is not acceptable. I mean, they are saving our lives. So here we need to digitalize and automate so that we can free up their time for them to spend more time with their patients and less time doing logistic work.
Pascal, can
Yes.
you stop here?
Yes.
Enough of horrible pictures for today. Now that we understand what intelligent automation needs to change, can you tell us what IA is and how it can help solve these issues?
Of course, Anna. To talk about what is intelligent automation, let's start with what it is not. It's not about those physical robots that we've seen in the manufacturing industry over the last 200 years, even though the concept is similar. It's about automation of tasks and activities that we do on computers. So anything that we can do on a computer can be automated. And you can think of clicks, opening applications, sending emails, predicting sales, finding patterns in a combination of figures. All these can be automated thanks to intelligent automation. And intelligent automation is booming currently because of one key reason, is that more than 80% of the workers in the world, and we are in this room, all of us, we are working on computers. So we can benefit from those technologies to help us automate, get a better experience, and improve the loyalty of our clients.
Pascal, I did some research yesterday night on the benefits of intelligent automation, and here's what I found.
Yes, please go ahead, Anna.
IA improves business efficiency by 20 to 60%.
That's true, and this is available across functions and across industries.
On average, IA increases by 50% the customer satisfaction.
That's right, and this is by providing better services, better products, faster to the clients.
It significantly enhances the employee experience.
That's very important. Do you know that today, companies that take care of their employees' experience are 4 times more profitable than those that don't? So that's critical even for the CEOs to think about it. When you enhance employee experience, you remove your staff from doing those repetitive, transactional, boring stuff to focusing on what matters: analytics, understanding, relationship with others, creativity.
IA has the potential to save 10+ million lives per year.
So when writing the book, Intelligent Automation, we did a deep research into what can be the impact of intelligent automation on the world. And we found out that with an intensive use of intelligent automation, we can save more than 10 million lives in the world, especially by supporting clinical trials, research, and disease diagnosis.
I heard that more than 50% of companies in the world have already started to implement IA. Can you tell us how do they use IA?
That's true. And let me share with you a very powerful framework to explain how to use IA. IA is composed of 4 main capabilities. As you can see on this slide, one is vision, the other one is execution, language, and thinking and learning. Those capabilities are basically the capabilities that we use when we work on computers. We use our vision to see our screen. We use our hands and legs to type on our keyboards and use our mouses. We use our language to read and talk. And we use our brain to think and learn. So you will see that before jumping into each of those capabilities, can you see that in the middle of this framework, there is people? And that's a very important point here. I've never seen a transformation, an intelligent automation transformation succeed without putting people in the center of the transformation. So it's really about communicating, managing change management, educating the people. That's really critical. Now, let me walk you through each of those capabilities and give you examples of how they work. Each of those capabilities currently rely on a portfolio of technology. Let's start with vision. Vision is currently performed by computer vision. Let me give you a few examples of computer vision applications that can be used in the context of IA. We talked about passwords that are a headache for all of us. Here in China, we can withdraw money from ATMs just by using our face. So face recognition for withdrawal of money in China. That's another example of a computer vision application to identify potential cancer cells just by a picture of the back of someone. with more than 90% accuracy. That's another example. How to count effectively and quickly. This application called iScanner helps to count quickly without having the pain of counting. So it's very important for people in inventory management or merchandising, for example. Let's move to the next capability, which is execution. So execution is, think of anything that you do on your keyboard or anything that you do with your mouse. So it's about clicking, typing, opening application, copying, pasting. It's quite kind of rule-based type of work that we do on computers. The key technologies that we use here are robotic process automation. I'm sure you heard about this one. Smart workflows, APIs. Let me give you an example of robotic process automation in action. So this is an example of how robotic process automation can be used to prepare emails and send emails to chase the clients, your clients, that haven't paid you yet. Okay, so it goes directly into your ERP, identifies those clients that haven't paid yet, prepares the email and sends it to those people. And then it will manage the back and forth with, at least the first back and forth with those people. Now let me give you an illustration of how you can use robotic process automation and what are the benefits you will get from it. With something quite funny, it's a contest. The contest between a man and a robotic process automation program. So at the top you have the man, at the bottom you have the program. Both of them are doing exactly the same thing, which is about typing, entering information into a system, extracting a report from this system, and sending this report by mail. So it seems the robot has already finished after 16 seconds, and the man is still working on it. So this is the outcome of this contest. 15 minutes, more than 15 minutes for the man, and 2 typo errors. The robot, 16 seconds and no errors. So what is the key lesson from that? For those repetitive transactional activities, we better have this kind of robots work for us, because they are far better than us, they are far faster than us, and anyway, we are happy with that because we don't like this type of work. I mean, who likes to key in information 8 hours per day? And it allows us to be relieved from those transactional activities and have more exciting activities involving creativity, relationship with others, and so on. Let's move to the third capability, and here I don't have an example, better example than Anna. You've met Anna already. Anna has been made using natural language processing, which is the key technology that is supporting this capability. Fourth capability, and very important one, especially here at DeepFest, it's machine learning. So it's the capability of thinking and learning that is supported by machine learning, deep learning, and that allows to predict, to analyze, to give us insight. So for example, I helped teams of planners build their forecast of sales more accurately than before, and relieving about 80% of their workload so that they can focus on more value-add activities. Another one that is a bit more funny, I would say, machine learning is used here to predict what will be the movement that will be performed by this person based on the electronic signals from the muscles of the arm of this person. So very useful for this person who's using an artificial arm.
This is very clear. IA leverages 4 capabilities, and each of them is supported by different technologies. Can you give us an example of how we can combine these capabilities together?
Yes. So now comes the magic. How do we combine all those capabilities together to create something that creates synergies that is better than each of the parts of this process? Let's take an example, very simple example. We all know this, we've all experienced that. You go to a bank, you want to open a bank account. So you need to go to a branch. You need to carry a lot of documents with you, and you'll spend a lot of time writing all those forms, signing, and so on. It's going to take you a few hours there, and then it's going to take in average 3 days to 1 week to get your bank account open. Now, with the help of intelligent automation, this is your experience. So basically, you're seated on your sofa, and in 5 minutes, you get your bank account open from your mobile phone. Now, let me explain to you how it works in the background. So this is, don't try to read everything here, it's too detailed. But key message here is this process of bank opening includes 8 steps. Those 8 steps used to be very manual and transactional. That's why they used to take a lot of time. Now, with the help of intelligent automation, each of those steps are automated. And you can see here we are using in each of those steps different capabilities depending on the nature of the activity. We are combining basically the different capabilities that we just seen and automating each of the steps of this end-to-end process. So thanks to this process is completely automated now. Of course, there are always some exceptions. So 10% of those exceptions are still managed by people, but 90% of the whole volume of transactions is performed by the technology. A key lesson that we learned from this is this story of synergies. It is really by combining those different technologies that we create more value and that we are able to automate end-to-end processes. So all that I told you really works because I implemented it in companies and they are currently getting all the benefits from this. Nevertheless, we see a lot of companies in the world implementing this. So more than 50% of companies in the world have already implemented intelligent automation. The issue that they face is that only 15% of them have been able to scale it. So basically, it is easy to implement a short proof of concept, a pilot. But when it is about getting it to scale to create maximum impact, that's more difficult. In the context of writing my book, I did a research and identified what are the critical success factors that companies have used to get scale right. So I identified 5 critical success factors. The first 2 ones are very fundamental. Let me start with the first one. Always put people in the middle of of this type of transformation. What I like to say is that intelligent automation is built by people for people. Okay, so education, change management, communication are critical. Second foundational point, management sponsorship. So I've never seen such a transformation succeed without management involvement. So it's more than sponsorship, it's involvement. We need really management to participate, to the steering committees, to be here and to endorse the business case and the program. A third critical success factor that I found out is that companies that have been able to start the automation of those end-to-end processes by identifying the key decisions within those processes were the winners. So let me explain and get back to our example of the bank opening process. Remember our 8 or 9 steps in this process. There is one step which is special. It is the one in green here. It is basically the decision that needs to be made in this end-to-end process. And the decision that we need to make here is whether we want to accept or not a new client. As a bank, you have to make sure that you get the right clients. You don't have criminals. You don't have people doing money laundering and everything. So this is the key decision that you need to manage. And this is the core of your end-to-end process. Why is it so important to understand where is your decision? Because before this decision, you need to collect all the data and prepare all this data that you need to inform this decision. So basically, we are all overwhelmed by data. We don't know which data to use. If you focus on decision, you just know which data you need exactly to collect and to prepare to inform your decision. So that's why it's critical to identify first the decision. And a second key reason why it's important is because after you've taken the decision, you need to implement the decision. And here we have 2 variants. So whether you accept your client or you don't accept it. If you accept your client, then you open the bank account. If you don't accept, then you need to perform other actions, like sending an email to this client and explaining what's happening. Third critical success factor is about democratizing as much as possible those transformations. So we used to have just a handful of people in companies to code and program and to implement those technologies. But now it's not enough anymore. We need more hands, and we need to change the culture of the company. So those type of low-code, no-code technologies are accessible to anyone in the company. Anyone without any coding or programming experience can build their own programs that will help them to improve their employee experience, basically. So not only you have more hands at the end of the day that can implement this transformation because everyone can build their own applications, but I found out that because when everyone is empowered to build their applications, it really changes the mindset of the company. So it changes the culture of the company to more digitization and automation. That's another example of a low-code application. This was made by MIT last year. So this person is a doctor. And he's not a programmer, he's not a coder. Each of those black boxes that you can see on the screen are data features. And by combining different data together, he's able to identify, for example, the correlation between the age of a client and the potential of having a blood disease, for example. Now, that's a bit of a dream, but it's coming soon. What if we could just ask in plain language to a system, and this system generates the code for us? So that's exactly this example here, where you can ask anything to this system that relies on GPT-3. I think most of you now are aware of GPT-3 and what we can do with that. I will skip this one. So this is how you can use GPT-3 to inform decisions on Excel. So if you don't know it, you can try it. GPT-3 as a formula in Excel. Okay, and the last critical success factor, which is number 5, it's about leveraging technology to implement IA. And that comes from the fact that most of those transformations currently are very manual and human intensive. So what if we had technology to help us implement technology? And this is what is happening with auto machine learning or with process discovery or process mining. Because of time issues, I will skip this demonstration. And I think, Anna, you want to say something?
The content we have just shared comes from the first reference book dedicated to IA and hyperautomation. This book has become a bestseller. It is available on Amazon and all your favorite bookstores. Profits from the book sales are donated to charities in charge of educating people in needs to new technologies. It was a pleasure to share this presentation with you today. I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. It was a pleasure to have you with us today. And thanks to all of you for listening to this. I hope it was useful. And yeah, you'll get much more information into the book. Thank you very much. Wow. So happy to be with you today. And what I've seen over the last 2 days has been amazing. I was with you in the room. And what impressed me the most is the engagement, the energy that is in this room is just amazing. Wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy today to be here to share my passion with you. What I'm going to talk about over the coming minutes is about one of these decades' most impactful and exciting technology trends. What you've just seen now was a great innovation in music. Now let's talk about innovation in technology. I say that it's one of the most impactful because that's not me saying that, basically. It's Gartner, Gartner, the research company, said that over the last 3 years, intelligent automation, which is the topic we will discuss about now, has been ranked in the top 10 top technology trends in the world. We're going to talk now about intelligent automation. I will call it IA to make it shorter. And you will see, it's a new breed of artificial intelligence. We often talk about artificial intelligence like an intelligence that is higher than ours. But if you don't give to the intelligence the arms and legs, the eyes, the mouth, the ears, it doesn't do anything else than a brain in a jar. Okay? So I'm going to show you how we build intelligent automation, which is another step in artificial intelligence. Before going further, let me introduce you Anna. So I'm not going to present today by myself. Anna will help me with this presentation. Anna, are you here?
Hello, Pascal. Thanks for inviting me. Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. You might not believe me, but I am not a real person. I have been built using machine learning. Pascal programmed me to help him share his insights with you, and at the same time demonstrate the cutting-edge capabilities offered by technology today. I am very excited to be with you today.
Thank you, Anna. We are very excited to have you with us today. Without further ado, let's deep dive into it. Why do we need intelligent automation? I'm going to show you some horrible pictures in the coming minutes. And for each of those pictures, I want you to say in your mind, I don't want to see that anymore. And when we say that all together, we will understand why we need intelligent automation. So I'll really need your help here. When I'm going to tell you we don't need this anymore, please say no more. Okay? Let's bring this energy that I've seen over the last 2 days. Thank you very much. Do we want a line anymore like this to buy a train ticket, to buy any ticket, to buy a flight? Do we want, again, to queue to go in a plane? I mean, losing time. So we need to digitalize all those processes. But even when they are digitalized, very often they are a headache. Have you already seen that entering the same information from one website to the other, your name, your surname, your address, your telephone number, blah, 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 blah? No more. Thank you. Another thing. How many passwords? How many times do we have to look for those passwords everywhere? Every site has a different security game, and it's horrible. So not only we need to digitalize those customer experiences, but we need to automate them. And with automation, I will show you we can go further. Now let's talk about the workers. That picture is just 1 year old, okay? And I'm sure it's already existing still existing in many, many companies. So we don't want to see that anymore. Do you know that according to a recent survey, more than 85% of the people, of the workers, are not satisfied by their work? They think it's too tedious, too repetitive. You can understand why when you see that. Do we want to see that anymore? Thank you. That's, it's a shame for me here because that's my calendar and that's how messy it can be when I'm not coached. We need to be coached, we need to be helped, and technology can help us. So there is an urgent need to digitalize documents, automate tasks. And what does it mean for employees? It means that because all those tasks are automated, they can focus on the most exciting and also the most value-add activities. I'm thinking here about strategy, relationship, creativity, all that technology can't achieve. This slide shows that more than 80% of the healthcare organizations are facing issues with their physicians facing burnout. They face burnout, why? Because they are buried into administrative tasks. They don't have enough time to spend with their patients and with their families. Again, here, intelligent automation can help to automate all this. In the healthcare industry, based on the research that I did in the book, Intelligent Automation, I've identified that more than 10 million lives can be saved by a more intensive use of intelligent automation.
Pascal, can you stop here?
Okay.
Enough of horrible pictures for today. Now that we understand what intelligent automation needs to change, can you tell us what IA is and how it can help solve these issues?
Of course, Anna. How to say no? To define intelligent automation, let me start by what it is not. And very often when we hear about automation, we think about those robots, those physical robots that we've seen in the manufacturing industry over the last 2 centuries. We are not talking about this here. We are talking about a new type of automation, the automation of the tasks that we perform on computers. All the tasks that we do on a computer, on our keyboard, with our mouse, can be automated with intelligent automation. So think of reconciling files, sending emails, identifying patterns on an X-ray, predicting sales. And why is it so important? And why is it booming in all companies around the world? Because more than 80% of the people in the world are using computers to work. So it means that more than 80% of the people can benefit from intelligent automation. And here in this room, I am part of this team as well. We can all benefit from intelligent automation, automating the boring, repetitive tasks and augmenting us, becoming superhumans, identifying things that our human brain can't do by itself. Now, you want to talk again?
I heard that more than 50% of companies in the world have already started to implement IA. Can you tell us how do they use IA?
Of course. Here is a very simple framework to explain this. It's a very powerful one, very simple. As you can see behind me, this framework includes 4 capabilities. And basically, those are the capabilities that we use when we work on a computer. When we work on a computer, we use our vision, our eyes on the screen to understand what we are doing. We execute actions with our hands on the keyboards, using the mouse. We talk and we understand, we read on Zoom, on mails. And finally, thinking and learning, which is the capability of understanding, creating insights, and learning. Those are great capabilities, but as you can see on this framework, the most important are people. People are in the center of this framework. What I mean here is that technology in general, and intelligent automation as well, is built by people for people. So if you don't bring people in the center of those transformations, what I mean here is education, change management, trainings, the transformation doesn't happen as it should be. So it's a critical component. Now, I'm going to walk you through each of those different capabilities and show you how they are supported by different technologies, giving you examples. Let's deep dive into vision, the vision capability. As you can see here, the vision capability is supported by a technology that is called computer vision. It gives computers the capacity to see, to view, to analyze images, to understand characters. let's have a look at a few examples. This is the example of how you can avoid passwords that we hate using biometric. So intelligent automation can benefit from biometrics to, for example, here, withdraw money in China through ATMs just by face recognition. Another great example, really inspiring one, MIT researchers have just trained this computer vision model to detect melanoma from just a picture of a smartphone, 90% accuracy. Another great example, this program uses computer vision to count objects from a mobile phone camera just by pointing it at it. So great for anyone working in inventory management, merchandising, and more. Let's move to the next, which is execution. Execution, again, here is the hands and legs of intelligent automation. Anything that we do with our keyboards, with our mouse, we can give it to intelligent automation. The key technology that are supporting this capability are robotic process automation, RPA. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that. You have heard, I'm sure, about smart workflows as well, APIs. Let's have a look at a few examples of robotic process automation. This robot that you can see at the bottom right on this screen is writing an email to chase, remind clients that they have to pay their bills. Okay, so it went into the system, identified which clients were overdue, creates writes the email, sends the email, and manages the back and forth with those clients. Now let's go into a fun contest. So this is a contest of a gentleman versus a robotic process automation program. Both of them are doing exactly the same thing. They are entering data into a system, extracting a report from this system, and sending this report by mail. Let's see who will win. Guess who? So the robot already finished after 16 seconds. And the man's still working on it. Let's have a look. So this is the outcome of the contest. The man took 15 minutes, 5 seconds, did 2 typo errors, while the robot on it took 16 seconds, didn't do any error. So what is the lesson learned from that? For all those transactional, repetitive activities, we better give it to robots, to robotic process automation programs such as this one, because anyway, we don't like this. That's boring, that's bullshit work, let's be honest. So we give it to those robots, and those robots are far better than us. They go faster, they don't do any errors. And during this time, we can focus on more exciting and value-added activities. And I'm talking here about creativity, relationship with others, strategy, and so on. Let's talk about the third capability, language. Language is like the mouth and ears of intelligent automation. And I think the best example is Anna. So Anna is a perfect example of a virtual agent that is leveraging natural language processing, which is the key technology that we use here. So I've built Anna by combining a natural language processing model, a large one, similar to ChatGPT, that everybody has heard about over the last few months. I created her 3 years ago using the GPT-3, so the OpenAI language model that was made available at that time. And I've wanted to give her the look of a human, because that's the best way you can connect with other humans. We are made to bond with other humans. If we can create a technology that bonds with us, that's the best connection. And for this, I connected with a British startup that is called Synthesia, and that is building avatars like this one. So why Anna? Anna is supporting clients 24/7. Anna is supporting patients, making them understand what is their treatment and what are the next steps in their treatment. Anna is a trainer. She helps educate people on different topics. Anna is a support to people that are more lonely, like elderly people. She also supports mental health of elderly people. Let's move to the next capability, which is thinking and learning. And here we talk about the brain of intelligent automation. Thinking and learning is the capability that is supported by machine learning, deep learning, and that gives the computer the ability to analyze, create insight, predict, make decisions, and learn, basically. So examples are forecasts, sales forecasts that we do in many industries that avoid more than 80% of the workload of people. So again, here, instead of crunching data, technology is doing it for us, and it does it better. Accuracy is much higher. Another example is how we can use generative AI to help architects build new designs to another level.
This is very clear. IA leverages 4 capabilities, and each of them is supported by different technologies. Can you give us an example of how we can combine these capabilities together?
Of course, Anna. Very simple and very magic one, because everyone here has already seen that in their lives. It's about opening a bank account. So traditionally, when you want to open a bank account, you go to a branch office like this, and you have to sign up documents for hours. You have to bring your documents. It takes a long time, and at the end of the day, you get your account opened, if you're lucky, in 3 days, on average in 1 week. And this is with intelligent automation, the new customer experience. So you're seated on your sofa. In 5 minutes, you get your bank account just open from your phone. So how does it work? Where is the magic? This is a typical process in the background to open a bank account. So don't try to read everything here. Just remember that there are 8 steps. And each of those steps currently, in the traditional way, are done manually by people in the background. Those people receive the information from those clients. They enter this information, they check it, they reconcile it, they send emails to the client, and finally they take the decision to open the bank account, and they open it finally. All this is extremely laborious in the traditional way. And with intelligent automation, this is how we are able to automate end-to-end the process. As you can see, each of the 8 steps that we had have been now automated using a different technology. One of the capabilities that we've seen in the framework that I just presented to you. So one of the 4 capabilities is used for each and every of those 8 steps. And as you can see, we can see the legend, and the color coding is the same. So that's the magic. And at the end of the day, this increases extensively the customer experience, the employee experience, and also decreases cost to make sure that everyone's happy. Now, to finish this discussion, I want to share with you a dream. The dream of a world where everyone would have an exciting job. No more bullshit job, no more those repetitive, tedious jobs. I'm dreaming of a world where technology will help us such that we would work less time spent at work, but the time we spend at work would be of a higher value, would be really focusing on our human capabilities, the ones that technology will never be able to achieve. I'm dreaming of a world where, because we have more of this time, we can spend more time to do what we really take care of, the reason why we are on Earth, and what is the most important thing in our lives. It is spending time with our families, with our friends, spending time on our passions, spending time taking care of the others, taking care of the planet. So basically, spending more time being more human. And that's really what passionates me. Thank you very much. Anna wants to talk,
The content we have just shared comes from the first reference book dedicated to IA and hyperautomation. This book has become a bestseller. It is available on Amazon and all your favorite bookstores. Profits from the book sales are donated to charities in charge of educating people in needs to new technologies. It was a pleasure to share this presentation with you today. I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, Anna. We really love to have you with us today. Thank you so much. Really loved sharing this with you.
Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to day 2 of the Economic Times Phoenix CXO Summit APAC. After a very insightful and exciting day 1 with some very engaging sessions on how businesses are transforming for the future by reimagining their business and operating models with technology and people at the core, it is now time to deep dive into the impact technology has created on businesses. Our theme for today is empowering businesses through technology, and we will be spending this day learning from some leading CIOs and other C-suite leaders how they are planning on adopting technology to enhance their customer and employee experiences. So stay with us today as we bring to you some very invigorating keynotes, panel discussions, fireside chats, and case study presentations to take you through emerging trends and technologies that are transforming businesses. And do keep engaging with each other in the comments section, and also keep posting about your experiences on social media by using the hashtag #ETPhoenixAPAC. We have some exciting prizes for those who will contribute the most and be on top of our leaderboard. And with that, it is now time to kickstart our very first session, the opening keynote by Pascal Bornet, Global Expert of Intelligent Automation, Chief Data Officer at Era Technology, on the topic, Intelligent Automation, Boosting Business and Building a More Human World. Intelligent automation is one of the most celebrated combinations of methods and technologies in the future of work that has the potential to bring about a 360-degree transformation in the organizational functions, including the human resource function. It has the power to create tailored digital customer experiences in organizations. IA is acting as a major catalyst in enhancing efficiency, improving productivity, and boosting innovation in businesses all over the globe. According to a report by World Economic Forum, over 80% of business leaders report that they're speeding up work process automation and expanding their use of remote work. In this opening keynote, AI and RPA expert Pascal will introduce to you the concepts of intelligent automation and how you can unleash its benefits for your workforce, customers, businesses, and society. Some of the key takeaways from the session would be, what is intelligent automation? Why has the use of IA been expanding so rapidly? What are the critical things that you need to take care of while choosing IA for your businesses? And how have leading organizations been able to harness the full potential of IA at scale and generate massive efficiency gains? Pascal is a recognized global expert and pioneer in the field of intelligent automation and hyperautomation. He is passionate about making our world more human with artificial intelligence, automation, and technology in general. He founded and led the AI and automation practices at McKinsey and at Ernst & Young. He's also the author of the Amazon bestseller and first reference book on the topic, Intelligent Automation, Learn How to Harvest AI to Boost Business and Make Our World More Human. Thank you, Pascal, for joining us. It is so great to have you on board with us.
Thank you, Yasmin. All the pleasure is for me.
Thank you.
Very happy to be with you today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor for us. So without any further delay, let me invite Pascal to deliver your keynote address. So over to you, Pascal, now.
Thank you. So I'm very glad to be with you today. Over the coming minutes, I'll talk about one of these decade's most impactful and exciting technology trends. It is called intelligent automation, or IA to make it shorter, ranked #1 most important tech trend of 2021 by the famous research company Gartner. IA, you will see, is a new breed of artificial intelligence that is reshaping the way we work, the way we support clients and patients, and the way we successfully run businesses. Let me flash the slides that I prepared for you, and then I'll directly introduce you to Anna. Let me check if.
Hello, Pascal. Thanks for inviting me. Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. You might not believe me, but I am not a real person. I have been built using machine learning. Pascal programmed me to help him share his insights with you, and at the same time demonstrate the cutting-edge capabilities offered by technology today. I am very excited to be with you today.
Thank you, Anna. We are very excited to have you with us today. We usually say that pictures speak more than 1,000 words. And to introduce the benefits of IA, I will show you some horrible pictures that present some of the reality of the world today that IA can help to change forever. So let us start with the customer experience. And believe me, I took this picture a few months ago, hundreds of people lining up to buy a train ticket. More than 90% of unhappy customers don't bother complaining, and they just leave and they go to the competition. So there is really a need to drive better satisfaction, to drive better their loyalty by digitalizing and automating customer experience. And even when those processes are digitalized, and they are very often a headache, spending hours filling up forms, uploading documents on the web, entering the same information from one website to another. I mean, raise your hand if you haven't ever had the same experience, the same headache. All of this can be automated, streamlined, for example, by reusing the data that you already entered in other systems. Let us talk now about the employee experience. And believe me, I took this picture a few months ago again. Can you imagine working in such an environment? And it is not surprising that, according to a recent survey by Gallup, 85% of the employees worldwide are not fulfilled by their work. They are not satisfied by their work. And this is a critical issue for CEOs. Indeed, according to Harvard Business Review, companies that take care of their employees' experience are 4 times more profitable than those that don't. This is how calendars can get messy when best practices are not followed. There is really an urgency to digitalize documents, automate tasks, coach employees using virtual assistants so that we can create a work environment that people enjoy and where they can thrive. Let us talk now about the medical doctors. And this picture shows that more than 80% of the healthcare organizations have their physicians facing burnout due to overwork. And here again, a need to digitalize, automate, to free them up from admin tasks, to leave them more time to be with their patients.
Pascal,
yes.
Can you stop here?
Yes, Anna.
Enough of horrible pictures for today.
Okay.
Now that we understand what intelligent automation needs to change, can you tell us what IA is and how it can help solve these issues?
Of course. To define IA, let's start with what it is not. And it's not about those physical robots that we've seen in the manufacturing industry over the last 2 centuries. Officially coined in 2017, so very recent, IA is a new type of automation, the automation of tasks that are performed on computer. Any task that you can perform on a computerized environment can be automated with IA. So think of sending emails, reconciling files, identifying patterns on an X-ray, predicting sales. IA has become one of the most important trends of the decade. And the key reason is that more than 80% of the people in the world are working on computers. So this means that more than 80% of the people in the world can grab the benefits from IA to be more productive and to have a more exciting work experience.
Pascal, I did some research yesterday night on the benefits of intelligent automation, and here's what I found. IA improves business efficiency by 20 to 60%.
Anna, you're right. And this is available across functions and across industries. And this is not nice to have. In this COVID period, we've seen that only the companies that are digitalized and automated have been able to survive. And some of them have even been able to thrive.
On average, IA increases by 50% the customer satisfaction.
That's true. And this is by providing better products and services and faster and cheaper and by driving revenue growth as a result.
It significantly enhances the employee experience.
Yes, by automating and eliminating 60% of the repetitive and transactional tasks, leaving the more value add and the more exciting ones to people, like focusing on strategy, relationship, creativity.
IA has the potential to save 10+ million lives per year.
And that's true. According to the research we did in the book, by supporting clinical trials, research, disease diagnosis, and patient support, IA has the potential to save more than 10 million lives per year.
I heard that more than 50% of companies in the world have already started to implement IA. Can you tell us how do they use IA?
Yes, that's true. And I will show you now a very powerful framework to answer your question. IA is achieved by mimicking the 4 capabilities that we as workers, employees, use in achieving the work activities that we do on a day-to-day basis. When we work, we use our vision with our eyes. So we use the execution with our hands. We use language with our mouth and tongue and our ears to understand. And fourth, we think and learn with our brain. Okay. And as you can see on this framework, people are in the center. They are a critical component to ensure the success of intelligent automation. I'm used to say that indeed IA is built by people for people. So training, change management, education are vital. Each of those 4 capabilities leverage a portfolio of 4 technologies. Vision is the equivalent of the eyes, supported by computer vision. The vision capability allows computer to analyze images, recognize letters, objects, and view the environment. Secondly, the execution capability is like the hands and legs. It allows computing programs to accomplish actions in digital environments. Think of typing, clicking, opening applications, sending emails. The technologies supporting this capability include smart workflow, low-code platforms, robotic process automation. Third capability is language. And it is like the mouth and ears supported by natural language processing. It gives machines the ability to speak, write, interact, interpret, and derive meaning from human language. And finally, thinking and learning is the capability that is similar to our brain, okay, which is supported by machine learning. And it gives the computer the ability to analyze, create insights, predict, make decisions, and learn from this.
This is very clear. IA leverages 4 capabilities, and each of them is supported by different technologies. Can you give us an example of how we can combine these capabilities together?
Of course. Now, for you to understand the magics of IA, let's take a full use case. This picture shows the traditional way to open a bank account. So you need to go to a branch and spend 1 to 2 hours answering questions, providing documents, signing here and there. Now, this is with the support of intelligent automation, how the new customer experience is. You sit it on your sofa using your phone, and you can open your bank account in just a few minutes. This is traditionally in the background how the process works. Typical bank account opening process involves, as you can see here, 8 steps. Traditionally, they used to be very manual, such as reconciling files on Excel, manually uploading documents, sending emails manually. And as a result, it used to take, in average, 3 days to 1 week to open a bank account for a new client. With the help of IA, the process is now fully automated end-to-end. And as you can see, each of the steps of the process have been automated using a different IA technology, such as intelligent workflows, RPA, computer vision, machine learning, APIs, and more. Remember the 4 capabilities that we just seen and that I just presented to you. Those 4 capabilities are here combined together to automate each and every of the steps of this process. And as a result, the new automated process provides a higher customer and employee experience and reduces cost by more than 50%.
With technology constantly improving, IA keeps on evolving, continuously creating more potential to benefit companies. Can you give us a look at what the future holds for IA?
Yes, and it is very exciting. Let us start with a very important trend, the democratization of intelligent automation. Low-code user interfaces provide the opportunity for everyone to automate their work with limited coding skills, leveraging, as you can see, user-friendly screens, drag-and-drop functionalities, increasing the speed of a transformation by 20 to 50%. This low-code interface created by MIT enables this doctor to create data insights. Each of the black box that you see is a data feature. And just by combining 2 boxes together,
this doctor can understand, for example, the correlation between the age of a patient and the likelihood of having a blood disease. So now bringing it to the next level, what if we could just explain in plain language what we want to program and let the machine generate the code automatically for us? The technology that I'm showing you now, leveraging GPT-3, currently, this is the most powerful natural language processing program. It was released a year ago by OpenAI. It has been trained on more than 1 trillion words of data from the web. So thanks to this, GPT-3 can answer complex questions without any training. So for example, if you just give it a series of cities and their populations, as you can see on the screen now, it will provide the population for any new city added in just a few seconds. Its knowledge is so deep that it helps doctors perform disease diagnosis. Second trend I want to share with you is the dematerialization of the office. Imagine if we could get rid of our keyboards, screens, and other hardware and have the capacity to work from anywhere at any time, away from the limitations of the physical world. This is the future of dashboards with augmented reality, how impressive it is to be able to interact with a 3D dashboard larger than your desk, leveraging eye tracking and hand control. Interacting with any surface like on a keyboard is now possible. Remote work with 5G is becoming more and more important. Trucks can now be driven remotely from hundreds of miles away. Swedish company Voices has designed a remote system that uses 4G. Voices claims a glass-to-glass latency of 40 milliseconds. So according to the company, drivers will feel as they are in the truck. Miners in China work from home using 5G-enabled machinery to do the heavy lifting, as you can see with bulldozers. And this remote surgery was made by a London surgeon on a banana in California using 5G. So with as you can see, an impressive precision. Now let's get into another trend, which is getting closer to data. So breaking the boundaries between real and digital worlds. So this application is a mind-blowing copy and paste application. You copy from the real world items to your computer. By combining AR and computer vision, Cyril Diagne has been able to achieve this amazing application. This application is called iScanner. It uses computer vision to count the objects from a mobile phone camera just by pointing it at them on a few seconds. And really a life changer for professionals in retail, inventory management, merchandising, and more. What if we could just learn how something works just by looking at it? So this step-by-step augmented reality user guide empowers technicians with real-time access to relevant information, ensuring the job gets done quickly and accurately. Now, another very important trend is new ways to communicate without the constraint of distance. This is the future of speaking engagement with holographic telepresence. This tech gives you the power to give a speech or to meet someone face-to-face on the other side of the world, just in real time, just by staying where you are. It relies on the combination of depth sensor and augmented reality. Now, next, I will show you one of the most impressive demo of the decade. Microsoft executive Julia White will demonstrate how it is possible to create an incredibly lifelike hologram of yourself and make this hologram speak another language in your own voice. Have a look.
Let's get started. First, let me introduce you to Mini-Me. There she is, my perfect hologram. And thanks to the power of HoloLens 2, she just floats right with me. I'm literally holding my hologram. So natural. Now she's a little small, to do a keynote. So let's get her up so she can do full-size Japanese keynote. Render keynote.
プログラムになることには本当に驚くべきことがあります。私たちは最新の複合現実キャプチャー技術を使用し、私のホログラムを作成しています。実在の人物をホログラムとして見たことがあるかもしれませんが、私が実際に。
So this demo combined two technologies, mixed reality and neural text-to-speech. Imagine a world-class professor giving a lecture that any student could attend from their home and understand in their own language. New ways to design. The future of design and creativity can be supported by technology. This is how deep learning can be applied to architecture design, supporting designers generate more ideas and faster. Now, this is how drones and machine learning help Melbourne's traffic design team. The data of the flow of the vehicle is collected and used as an input to an optimization algorithm to design routes and roundabouts, making traffic more fluid. Here is another impressive live design of an armchair in virtual reality by designer Nicholas Baker. According to designers, the advantages of using virtual reality are the speed of the manipulations and the immediate understanding of proportion sizes in relation to people and the environment. How IA supports medical doctors. Imagine taking an exhalation and receiving an accurate medical diagnosis in seconds. So thanks to this deep learning program, more than 17 diseases can be diagnosed just from breath and very painlessly and quickly. This other deep learning program by Harvard can detect more than 50 types of cancer just from a drop of blood. Cancer kills more than 10 million people every year of all ages, and early detection is critical to cure people. Now, the symbiosis of people and technology. This was our desk 20 years ago. Technology has progressed such that each of the tools that we used has been digitalized. Furthermore, they've been integrated first in our computers, then in our mobile phones, and soon in glasses. And as you can see, technology makes those tools always closer and closer to us so that we can use them better. The next step will probably be lenses. And next will be probably the capacity to interact with technology using the electric signals from our muscles, predicting head movements, as you can see here. Then through internal sensors in the form of electrodes connected physically to our brain, we could, like the University of San Francisco created, a system that is enabling speechless people to speak. Similar to the recent Neuralink by Elon Musk. The ultimate stage would probably be implanting a chipset in our brain. We are far from there, but that could enable to connect with technology through our thoughts, augmenting our memory capacity to think, and like in the movie Upgrade, if some of you know. Well, it was a pleasure to spend this time with you, sharing about intelligent automation and my passion around this topic. Anna?
The content we have just shared comes from the first reference book dedicated to IA and hyperautomation. This book has become a bestseller. It is available on Amazon and all your favorite bookstores. Profits from the book sales are donated to charities in charge of educating people in needs to new technologies. It was a pleasure to share this presentation with you today. I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure to share this with you, and I hope to see you soon as well. Bye.
All right. Wow, Pascal. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing such superb insights. I think your session has been the best way to set the tone for this day, for this summit that will be focusing on technology and its impact on the world. There was so much to learn from you. It was so interesting to learn that IA improves business efficiency from about 40 to 60%, improves customer satisfaction by 50%, and enhances employee experience significantly too. The IA framework that you shared, the futuristic technologies that you showed to us was simply wow. They can be, and in fact, should be used by businesses in any field to become more futuristic, relevant, and efficient for the future. This indeed is what the future will look like, and we are super excited about it. So thank you once again, Pascal, for this exciting keynote address.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Thank you. And thank you once again to all our audience for joining us. We have some exciting sessions planned for you throughout the day, so stay with us and enhance your learning experience. Coming up next is our CEO panel discussion on driving digital culture for future-ready organizations. So I hope to see you all there. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
함께하게 되어 기쁘게 생각합니다.
I'm very happy to be with you this afternoon.
오후에 함께하게 되어 기쁘게
What I'm going to talk about
생각하고요.
today is
저는
intelligent automation. Anna, can you hear me?
소개해 드릴 텐데요. 아나 들리시나요?
Hello, Pascal. Thanks for
안녕하세요.
inviting me.
초대해
Hello,
주셔서
everyone.
감사합니다.
My name is Anna.
안녕하세요. 저는
You might not
안나입니다.
believe me,
저를
but I
믿지
am not a real
못하시겠죠?
person.
저는
I have
실제
been built
사람은
using
아닙니다.
machine learning.
머신러닝을
Pascal
이용해서
programmed me to help
파스칼이
him
저를
share his insights with
프로그램으로
you, and at the
만들었고요.
same time demonstrate the
여러분에게
cutting-edge
통찰력을
capabilities
공유하는 데
offered by
도움을 줄
technology
것입니다.
today. I am very excited to be
오늘
with you today.
함께하게 되어 매우
Thank
기쁩니다.
you, Anna. Very
안나,
happy to have
감사합니다.
you with us today.
오늘 함께
Another
활용할
example
수
done by
있습니다.
MIT.
이는
This
MIT에서
is called
보여주는
virtual
예인데요.
data scientist, and basically each of the
가상
boxes, the black boxes that you see here,
각
are
박스가
data
보이는데요.
features.
이게 데이터
And this person is a
특징입니다.
doctor,
이
and what he's
사람이
doing is combining
의사고요.
those
하고 있는
different
것은
data
다른
features
데이터
to analyze
피처를
trends,
분석
correlations,
통해서 분석을
causations between
하고
data.
연관 데이터
This is very clear. IA leverages four capabilities, and each of them is supported by different technologies. Can you give us an example of how we can combine these capabilities together?
Of course. Now, for you to understand the magics of IA, let's take a full use case. This picture shows the traditional way to open a bank account. So you need to go to a branch and spend 1 to 2 hours answering questions, providing documents, signing here and there. Now, this is with the support of intelligent automation, how the new customer experience is. You sit on your sofa using your phone, and you can open your bank account in just a few minutes.
I think the key first thing to do is about getting the mandate from the highest level of management in the company. So get the mandate from the board of directors, from the CEO, show them that it's worth doing it, it's worth investing, and show them that, the benefits are here. We just have to open the door. After that, it's a lot about capability building your teams, finding the skills and building all this. And I would end with this sentence: people is the most important. So, and it is the more and more important as you scale those initiatives.
More than 1.6 million people die every year from disease related to diarrhea, for example. But it's crazy because we know how to solve it. The issue is those people don't have access to physicians. We have globally a shortage of more than 4 million physicians. And by enabling remote diagnosis using smartphones, tablets, those people can have access to those services. We are becoming superhumans by working hand in hand with intelligent automation. 85% of the employees worldwide are not fulfilled by their work, okay? Because they think it's too manual, repetitive, and tedious. And IA solves a large part of this issue by freeing up those employees from repetitive transactional tasks. So, for example, like keying in invoices in an accounting software 8 hours per day, technology can do that. Intelligent automation can do that. And it helps to refocus those people on more value-add activities, but also more exciting tasks. For example, the ones that involve insights, creativity, connection with other people. And on top of that, it augments them, transforming them into superhumans, able to generate insights, for example, from millions of data in just a few seconds. Like, for example, identifying a tumor on an X-ray in just a few seconds.